Did you know that the 5 people closest to you shape your future, your dreams, and even your daily happiness? It's true. We are the average of the company we keep. But what if among these 5, there are those who unknowingly hold us back or even drag us down? It's a thought that might make you pause and look around. Today, I want to take you on a journey to explore not just who is in your circle, but the impact they have on your life. We're diving deep into the types of people that might be slowing down your growth and how to navigate these relationships with wisdom and strength. Whether you're seeking personal growth, better mental health, or just a happier, more fulfilling life, this video is for you. Stay with me as we uncover insights that could be the key to unlocking your best self. It's time to ask ourselves, are we surrounded by people who lift us up or those who weigh us down? And before we dive deeper, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content like this. And make sure you watch the whole video without skipping a part to get the full picture of how the people around you can shape your life in ways you may not have realized. Let's find out together. The complainer. Let's dive into the first group of people who might be influencing your life more than you realize. The complainers. We all know someone who always seems to find fault in everything: the weather, their job, even a simple meal. It's like they have a dark cloud over their head that never goes away. Being around this constant negativity can be draining, almost like a small leak slowly emptying your tank of happiness. Now, think about what the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius said. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This means that even if someone like this is around you complaining and being negative, you can choose not to let it affect your peace of mind. You control your reactions and thoughts, not them. Imagine you're working with someone who always complains. Let's call him Alex. Alex's negativity affects everyone, turning meetings into sessions of complaints rather than constructive discussions. This doesn't just affect the work. It can make you see life in a darker way. Here, the wisdom of another Stoic philosopher, Epictetus, comes into play. He taught that it's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters. If you focus on improving your work and maintaining a positive attitude, you can influence the environment around you. But what if avoiding Alex isn't an option? The Persian poet Rumi once said, "Raise your words, not your voice. It is rain that grows flowers, not thunder." This means that instead of trying to argue with or change the complainer, it's better to speak calmly and positively, focusing on solutions rather than problems. This approach can shift the energy of a conversation and maybe even Alex's outlook. In handling complainers, limiting your time with them is a practical step. If you can't avoid them, mentally prepare yourself. View their complaints as something temporary and powerless against your inner tranquility. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, reminds us that we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Don't let your mind magnify the negativity of complainers. Keep focusing on the positive and actionable steps in your life. Remember, you have the power to choose how you react and what you focus on. Just like Hafez said, your heart knows the way. Run in that direction. Follow the path of positivity and let your inner strength shield you from the draining effects of constant complaining. The drama magnet. Moving on to the second group, we meet the drama magnets. These are people who seem to be surrounded by constant problems, arguments, or conflicts. It's like their life is a storm, and they can easily pull you into it. Initially, their energy might seem exciting, but soon you realize it's draining, like being in choppy waters all the time. Marcus Aurelius, the wise Stoic emperor, said, You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This is crucial when dealing with drama magnets. You can't control their drama, but you can control how you react to it. It's about keeping your boat steady, even when the waters around you are turbulent. Consider your friend, Sarah, who is always in the middle of some fight or argument. Being around her starts to stress you out. Your peace and calm start to get lost in her whirlwind of drama. Here, a quote from Rumi is fitting. Set your life on fire. Seek those who fan your flames. This means you should look for people who make you better, not those who drag you into their chaos. When Sarah brings her problems to you, try reflective listening. This means you listen to her and repeat back what she says, but without adding to the drama. For example, if she complains about someone, you could say, "So you feel upset about what happened with them?" This way you're not getting tangled up in the drama, but still showing you understand her. If being around Sarah and her constant drama makes you unhappy, remember what Epictetus said. We are not disturbed by what happens to us, but by our thoughts about what happens. In other words, it's not Sarah's drama that's the problem, it's how you let it affect you. If it's too much, it's okay to step back and spend time with people who bring you peace and happiness. Hafez, the Persian poet, once said, "Stay close to anything that makes you glad you are alive." It's a gentle reminder to cherish and seek out positivity and joy in our relationships, rather than getting caught in the storms of drama. Remember, you don't have to be part of the drama. You can choose to stay in calmer waters, focusing on the present and the people who help you grow and feel at peace. Your emotional well-being is important, and sometimes that means stepping away from the whirlpools that threaten to pull you under. The negative person. Now, let's talk about the third group, the negative people. These are the ones who always see the bad side of things. They might tell you your new ideas will fail or that you're not good enough. It's like they always expect the worst and can make you start doubting yourself. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Our life is what our thoughts make it." This is really important when dealing with negative people. If you believe in their negative thoughts, your life might start to feel negative too. But if you keep your thoughts positive and focus on what's good, you can change your experience. Imagine you have a friend, let's call him John, who always talks about the bad side of everything. When you're excited about a new idea, John says it won't work. Instead of feeling sad, ask yourself questions like, "Why can't this work?" Or, "How can I improve my idea?" You can also ask John for advice, which might help him see things more positively. Epictetus, another great Stoic thinker, taught us, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters." This means that even if John is negative, you don't have to be. You can choose to stay positive and keep believing in yourself. Rumi, the famous poet, said, "The wound is the place where the light enters you." This means that sometimes the negative things people say can actually help us grow stronger and better. Instead of letting John's words hurt you, use them to make your ideas and yourself stronger. Remember, you control your thoughts and feelings. Don't let someone else's negativity bring you down. Keep your mind and heart focused on the good things. As Hafez said, your heart knows the way. Run in that direction. Follow your own path, believe in yourself, and stay positive, no matter what others say. The too positive person. Next, let's explore the fourth group, the toxic positivists. These are people who always act like everything is perfect, even when it's not. They might tell you to only focus on the good things and ignore your problems. While it sounds nice to be positive, ignoring your real feelings isn't healthy. It's like pretending the sun is shining even when it's raining. Marcus Aurelius, a wise Stoic philosopher, once said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." This means true happiness comes from understanding and accepting your feelings, not just pretending everything is great. It's important to be honest with yourself about how you feel. Imagine you're feeling sad and you talk to a friend. Let's call her Emma. Instead of listening to you, Emma says, "Just be happy. Look at the bright side." But Rumi, a great poet, once said, "The wound is the place where the light enters you." This means that feeling sad or upset is okay. It's part of being human and can help you grow stronger. If Emma's too positive attitude makes you feel like you can't talk about your real feelings, try telling her that you appreciate her positivity, but need to talk about your feelings too. Remember what Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." It's important to listen to all feelings, not just the happy ones. Hafez, another poet, said, "I wish I could show you when you are lonely or in darkness the astonishing light of your own being." Sometimes you need to face the dark to understand and appreciate the light. Don't ignore your feelings, embrace them. So, when dealing with toxic positivity, remember it's okay to feel a range of emotions. Being honest about how you feel is better than pretending everything is fine. Find a balance between positivity and facing reality. Your emotions are a part of who you are, and it's important to accept and understand them. The victim. Let's turn our attention to the 5th group, the victims. These are people who always see themselves as unfortunate, blaming others or their circumstances for everything that goes wrong in their lives. They often feel like the world is against them, never accepting responsibility for their actions. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, wisely said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is crucial when dealing with victims. They often forget that they have the power to change their thoughts and reactions, which can transform their situation. Imagine you know someone, let's call him David, who always says things like, "Nothing ever goes right for me," or "It's not my fault that this happened." David is acting like a victim. But remember what Epictetus taught. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This means that David has the power to change his life, but he needs to start taking responsibility for his actions. Rumi, the great poet, once said, "Why do you stay in prison when the door is so wide open?" This is a reminder that often we create our own limitations. Victims like David trap themselves in a cycle of blame and negativity, not realizing that they have the key to free themselves. Encourage David to see things differently. Ask him questions like, "What can you learn from this?" or "How can you make things better?" This can help him see that he has the power to change his life. Hafez, another profound poet, said, "I wish you could see yourself through my eyes." Sometimes victims need to see their situation from a different perspective to realize their potential and strength. Dealing with victims requires patience and understanding. Try to help them see that they have the power to change their lives. Encourage them to take responsibility for their actions and to see challenges as opportunities to grow. Remember, each of us has the power to change our story. We just need to realize it and take the first step. The time waster. Now, let's explore the 6th group, the time vampires. These are the people who seem to drain your time and energy. They might be friends who talk for hours about their problems, or colleagues who constantly interrupt your work. They take up your time without giving much back, making it hard for you to focus on what's important to you. Marcus Aurelius said, "Ask yourself at every moment, is this necessary?" This quote is especially relevant when dealing with time vampires. You need to ask yourself if the time you're spending with these people is really necessary and beneficial to you. It's important to manage your time wisely, as it's one of your most valuable resources. For example, imagine a friend, let's call her Lily, who always calls you to talk about her problems for hours. While it's good to help friends, it's also important to set boundaries. Remember what Seneca said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Your time is precious, and you should use it in ways that are meaningful to you. To manage your time better, you might suggest to Lily to talk at specific times or to communicate through messages instead of long phone calls. This way, you can help her without it taking up all of your time. Rumi once said, "Set your life on fire. Seek those who fan your flames." This means you should spend your time with people who inspire you and help you grow, not those who drain your energy. And remember Hafez's words, "Your heart knows the way. Run in that direction." Follow your intuition and spend your time on what truly matters to you. It's okay to say no to things that don't align with your path. Dealing with time vampires is about finding a balance. Be kind and helpful, but also protect your time and energy. Set boundaries and prioritize your own needs. This way, you can give your time to the things and people that really matter in your life. The manipulator. Let's discuss the seventh group, the manipulators. These are individuals who subtly influence your decisions and actions for their own benefit. They might use flattery, guilt, or emotional appeals to make you do things you wouldn't normally do. It's like they are trying to write your life's script for you. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." In the context of dealing with manipulators, this means not letting their actions change your good nature. Don't play their game. Instead, stay true to yourself and your values. Imagine you have a friend, let's call him Tom, who always tries to guilt-trip you into doing things for him. He might say, "After all you've achieved, helping me out is the least you can do." Here, the wisdom of Epictetus is relevant. We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. In this case, acknowledging Tom's compliment but gently refusing his request is a way to maintain your boundaries while still being respectful. Rumi, the Persian poet, said, "Don't be satisfied with stories, how things have gone with others. Unfold your own myth." This encourages you to live your life according to your own values and decisions, not manipulated by someone else's narrative. And remember Hafez's words, "I wish I could show you when you are lonely or in darkness the astonishing light of your own being." This reminds us that we have the strength and wisdom within ourselves to make our own choices and not be swayed by others' manipulative tactics. Dealing with manipulators requires you to be firm and clear about your boundaries. It's important to recognize when someone is trying to influence you for their own gain and to stand your ground. By staying true to yourself and your values, you can resist being manipulated and maintain control over your own life and decisions. The excessive consumer. Group 8 focuses on the overconsumers. These are people who believe happiness and fulfillment come from external things like buying more, eating more, or constantly seeking new experiences. They often live in excess, always wanting more without finding true satisfaction. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." This is particularly relevant to overconsumers. They may have a lot, but they still feel unsatisfied because they always want more. This endless craving can lead to a life filled with material things, but lacking in real happiness and contentment. Imagine you have a friend, let's call her Emily, who is always shopping for the latest fashion, going to every party, and eating at the most expensive restaurants. She seems happy, but deep down, she is always looking for the next thing to fill the void. Marcus Aurelius would advise, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. This suggests that true happiness comes from within, not from external possessions or experiences. Rumi, the Persian poet, said, "What you seek is seeking you." This means that if you seek happiness in external things, you will always be chasing it. But if you seek happiness within yourself, you will find it. Hafez, another great poet, wrote, "The words you speak become the house you live in. If you constantly talk about wanting more, you will live in a state of desire and never feel content." To find balance and happiness, overconsumers need to shift their focus from external things to internal values and contentment. It's about appreciating what you have and finding joy in the simple things in life. Happiness is not about having everything, but about finding satisfaction in what you do have. In dealing with overconsumers, encourage them to explore happiness beyond material possessions. Suggest activities that focus on personal growth, relationships, or inner peace. It's important to understand that true fulfillment comes from a contented mind and heart, not from a constant pursuit of more. The gossip. Moving on to the 9th group, the gossips. These are people who thrive on sharing rumors and half-truths, often spreading stories that can harm others' reputations. They enjoy the drama and attention that comes from telling these stories without considering the impact on the people involved. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." This is a powerful guide when dealing with gossips. Instead of stooping to their level and engaging in the gossip, choose to be different. Don't participate in spreading rumors, and stay true to your values of honesty and integrity. Imagine you have a colleague, let's call her Anna, who always has the latest gossip about everyone at work. It might be tempting to listen or even contribute, but remember what Epictetus taught. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. This doesn't mean we should absorb every bit of gossip, but rather listen more and speak less, especially when it comes to rumors. Rumi said, "Listen to silence. It has so much to say." In the context of gossip, this means sometimes it's better to stay quiet and not get involved in the noise of rumors and stories. Silence, in this case, can be more powerful and respectful. Hafez once wrote, "Stay close to anything that makes you glad you are alive." Gossip and negative talk certainly don't fit this description. Seek conversations and interactions that are positive, uplifting, and life-affirming instead of getting caught up in harmful gossip. When dealing with gossips, it's important to maintain your own standards of communication. Choose not to spread rumors and avoid contributing to conversations that could harm others. Encourage positive and constructive talk, and remember that your words have the power to either hurt or heal. Choose to use them wisely, fostering an environment of respect and kindness. The pessimist. Lastly, let's discuss the 10th group, the pessimists. These are individuals who tend to see the worst in every situation. They focus on the negatives and often expect bad outcomes, which can be disheartening to those around them. Their outlook on life is usually gloomy, and they may influence others to also view things negatively. Marcus Aurelius offers wisdom that is particularly relevant here. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. This means that if you let a pessimist's negative thoughts influence you, it can lead to a less happy life. Instead, try to maintain a positive mindset and focus on the good in every situation. Imagine a colleague, let's call him Mike, who always talks about how things will go wrong. This constant negativity can be draining. Remember what Seneca said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." This suggests that instead of worrying about what might go wrong, as Mike does, focus on what's going well right now. Rumi's words, "The garden of the world has no limits except in your mind," remind us that our perspective can either limit or expand our experiences. A pessimist like Mike might see only the limitations, but you can choose to see the endless possibilities. Hafez also provides insight with, "I wish I could show you, when you are lonely or in darkness, the astonishing light of your own being." This encourages you to find the light within yourself, even if others like Mike are focused on the darkness. When dealing with pessimists, try to balance their negativity with your own positive thoughts. Encourage them to see the good in situations and remind them, and yourself, of the potential and positivity that exists in the world. It's important not to let their negative outlook bring you down. Instead, focus on creating a mindset that allows you to see and appreciate the beauty and positivity in your life. As we wrap up this journey through the different types of people who might influence our lives, remember that each person we meet can teach us something valuable. Whether it's learning to stay positive among the negatives, finding strength in our own thoughts, or understanding the importance of balance and self-awareness, every interaction is an opportunity for growth. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best way to avenge yourself is to not be like that." So, let's choose to be the best versions of ourselves, influenced by the wisdom we gather along the way. If this video resonated with you, and you're keen to delve deeper into shaping a life of resilience, purpose, and tranquility, I invite you to check out our playlists on Stoic life lessons and Stoic habits. These collections are packed with insights and practical tips to help you navigate life's challenges with a calm and steady heart, drawing on the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Remember, the journey to a Stoic life is ongoing and ever-evolving. Let's continue to learn and grow together. Click on the playlist on the screen and let's embark on this path of Stoic wisdom. Thank you for joining me today, and as always, keep striving towards a life of virtue and inner peace.